Hi everyone, today I am going to review Ghachar Ghachar by Vivek Shanbag, which is a translation from the Kannada language by Srinath Peru. So the novel opens at a coffee house with an unnamed protagonist sitting there. So it is through his narration of the events which happen further that we get to know the story of Ghachar Ghachar. So this novel I mostly see on internet is simplified as a rags to riches story, and I would like to talk about the more complex aspects of this novel. So the protagonist of the novel actually gives the background of his family, which consists of his Amma Appa and Chikappa, his uncle. So they belong to a lower middle class family with his father working as a salesperson for Tea Leaves Company. And in the beginning of the novel, the events that Shanbag talks about gives us a look into a very Indian family, which is very interdependent on each other. The family members, even the children and the mother, everybody is very close because they live in a small house and there is less money. Every small little purchase is something which is discussed among everybody. Every small eating out or buying clothes is a sort of celebration because Indian culture, which is a culture passed on to us through generations, is one such that teaches us to value every small thing we have, not waste food, not waste resources. And there's a saying like we shouldn't even waste the last grain of rice on the plate. So that thinking or that value system of life is something which is reflected in the first part of the story. And then Chikappa, the protagonist's uncle, starts a business, and through that business of masala, a small business but big money. So they kind of jump up the class hierarchy. They suddenly become very rich, and that has to do with a sense of undeserving wealth for the father of the protagonist. And he says that Appa enjoys our current prosperity with considerable hesitation as if it were undeserved. He is given to quoting a proverb that says wealth shouldn't strike suddenly like a visitation but instead grow gradually like a tree. So this humble outlook and philosophy of life of a very typically Indian family, because this is also a book which is translated from an Indian language. So as Suketa Mehta has said in praise of this novel, that this novel is immediately recognizable to Indians, not an exotic concoction fabricated for a foreign audience. So thus whatever is this novel is kind of a ground reality of Indian society, how people actually think and how people actually are. And anybody who has born into a lower middle class family living in any part of India would be able to relate to this novel as their own personal home story, because we grow up with these ideals of not making money central in life and giving more importance to ideals. So here the protagonist, actually, he is a sensitive man, he is a thoughtful man, but again he is not he does not have the courage to go against his family in for a morally right reason. So he's scared of his father selling off the property he gets for some philanthropic reasons, because his father is such that the entire family kind of thinks that his father, there's something wrong to do with his father, but instead his father is actually the only thoughtful person in the family, which is also what the protagonist's wife Anita thinks. So here also in this novel, Shanbag explores that different classes of Indian society and how morality changes from when people are in a lower economic background and when they get richer, how in Indian society people's attitudes change. So basically, Anita, the protagonist's wife, was from a professor's family, and she was very idealistic. Like, she does not believe in uh, having too much money, but money enough to carry a livelihood and earn with the right means, and not does not believe in wasting money. So when she got married and she came to the house of the protagonist, which was a typical arranged marriage, Indian arranged marriage, then she came to realize how the power dynamics in the home are different, that her husband does not get very much importance, because she also comes to realize that he is not actually working to eat. So everything the family has is coming out of Chikappa's business, and they are just enjoying it. And even the protagonist says that, I knew that a man must earn the money to feed his wife, but I didn't know that I need to earn it myself. So that kind of very Indian dilemma, I should say, is being represented here, where he belongs to a class of people after his uncle's business have increased and they have become rich. It for him, it has become like he takes things for granted because he has all the comforts and luxuries. He doesn't see the need to do anything, which his wife is not okay with. She is like, you should earn the money, only then I'll spend, or you should do something. You shouldn't feel like that you don't need to do anything. So that kind of thing happens, and by the end of the novel, though it might sound little like a spoiler, but I don't think so it's a spoiler, because this novel is actually not the kind of novel which how book reviewers generally say that it's a spoiler. I'm going to say there is no spoilers in this book. I can't spoil anything for you, because this book, even if I tell what is here, it's on the reader to reflect upon what is there in this book and think deeply about what Shanbag has tried to convey through this novel. So by the end of the novel, there is this table discussion among the characters, and they're talking about how basically a person can be killed without the killer getting caught. Chikappa is talking about it. And there is this very impactful line where Appa says, like, what are you people saying? Appa asked. He looked upset. You are all talking as if it's right to kill someone when it suits us. So this line, for me, I feel it brings the entire novel together, giving us right on the face in the most extreme degree that what is it that we value is not being profited and earning money and spending money the be all end all a person can ask for in their life, or a humble earning, a controlled spending, and living in an interdependent family where money doesn't take the central place but relationships, and where we respect the things we have, where we do not waste resources, gain pride, have a big ego because of a big money. So, and the nuances and the questions about what is right and what is wrong, that dilemma, that moral dilemma has been explored by Shanbag in this novel, to which in the highest degree is given in the last chapter where Appa says this line. So I think this book is a very good read for anybody, and I think this books has opened up a lot of philosophical dimensions for more nuanced questioning without polarizing any aspect of the novel. Should try to look at it in the context of this very particular Indian setting, and with an open mind to understand the different moral dimensions of the explored in this novel.